Good morning. Today is just a normal homeschool day. I thought I would do another day in the life just because I wanted to. I don't know. I don't really have a purpose behind this one other than it just tends to be that school looks a little differently toward the end of the school year. Everybody gets really efficient and we're able to really be done before lunch and just enjoy the sun. And we hit this point every school year where I question, like, are we doing enough? Because they've gotten so efficient at their work that it just seems like I blink and school's over. But then when I look back through what we've done in the day, we've always done a full school day. It always throws me off because I still, how many, 9 years into homeschooling, still think it's supposed to be exhausting, taxing, go till 3. That's always gonna be in my head, and yet that's never how it's worked for us. Anyway, so case in point, Isabella has been up for about a half an hour, has done her morning routine, and has already done her math. Annie is right now waking the boys up, and they're going to get going on their morning routines. I think Eli is the one who's on breakfast today, so I'm gonna help him out a little bit, and then we will get into school. And Jesse, every day this week, has woken up and done his math too. He can set it up now without my help. And so that in itself is just knocking a ton off of our plate, that they're already getting a lot of that independent work done in the morning. So I love spring. Spring is always when I'm like, wait, I don't know if I want to break for the summer because we've hit our stride. And then I feel like we break for a few weeks for summer and then get right back to it about a month later. And I have to like reset everything already. So I'm always like, oh, do I stop or do I not? But then the sun makes me just want to stop. So anyway, that's what's going on today. Normal school day, normal dance, karate kind of activities. And if we do finish on time, my brother's in town this week, so we might go to the Botanical Garden with them because it is a beautiful day and they have the kids' fountains turned on, and it is our pool cleaning day, so I won't let our kids in the pool just because of the chemicals on cleaning day. And so they will probably want a little dose of sunshine, so we might go to the garden if we do get done on time. So that's what's happening today, and I'm going to help get this morning jump started. This is kind of funny. I just saw this in the background as I was looking back at that clip. I was doing some decluttering a couple weeks ago, and I had 2 of these, and so I stuck it, I guess I stuck it on top of our entertainment stand, and I'm just in my house so often now. I'm wondering how many people have I had over with a random dish on top of my TV stand. So funny. All right, I'm gonna go stick this with the donate pile. What are your orders this morning, Eli? Chocolate chip for who? Bella.
Jesse get again?
Jesse asked for maple, I think I heard him say. Who's having strawberry? You?
No.
Izzy is? All right, we are having smoothies this morning as well. And I've got spinach, mango, pineapple, banana, frozen banana. And I'm going to add in our greens as well as some chlorella and a little orange juice and then a lot of water. And that is just gonna be on the side with their oatmeal for the kids. I'm gonna pour theirs and I'll add 1 scoop of protein powder for myself, and that'll be my breakfast. Okay, full morning routines are done now. Bella did her laundry. She got a tea gift set for her birthday, so she's been like soaking and transferring those seeds. So she did all that this morning. That was her motivation to wake up and get her morning routine done, was that she really wanted to do that before we started school, so she needed to be ahead of the curve. She did forget to check that it was her laundry day though, so she's doing her laundry. Jesse's doing his math right now. So I've done all I need to do this morning, and I just shot a quick text over to John to give him like a positive morning update. I really like doing that because I tend to only text him during work if something is just not going great, or like he'll check in at like I'll voluntarily text him like once or twice a week, like, hey, how should I handle this? Or should I put like karate on the chopping block today for attitude, you know, things like that. And so it's not necessarily like, oh, these kids are being awful, but it's just like, hey, discipline help kind of a thing. So a habit that I'm trying to get back into, which I used to be so much better at, is just giving positives throughout the day so that if there is a negative, he doesn't think our whole day was terrible, because I know he is so like, he just doesn't like knowing that, you know, things aren't going well at home, and not that anybody does, but it affects him. And so sometimes he'll come home and be hanging out with the kids, and we'll be sitting at dinner and he's like, so tell me what happened today. And nobody's got anything bad to say. And he's like, wait, just because one message from me will make him think like everything's wrong. You know what I mean? Kind of a weird thing to say, but anyway, I just wanted to like encourage you before you start your school day, if things are going well, if you can, to like say something positive to your kids or your spouse, or just like set the wheels in motion of like spreading a positive message, a good boost the morale. So I just shot him off a quick text like, hey, kids are doing great. Eli did a great job with breakfast. Hope you're having a good day. Morning routine's going well this morning, getting started on school, and then we're gonna go to the botanical garden, something like that. And I know that that will just put a pep in his step, because he is just so family focused, and I know that it's just such a sigh of relief when he hears from me, because he's told me, like, I love when I hear that your days are going well. It just makes my day go so much better. And so, yeah, just wanted to say it's a good habit to get into. I used to do it a long time ago when I was really struggling with parenting. When all of our kids were really young and I was so complainy, when I just started sending good things, it shifted my heart to think that way, but it also just kind of boosted our whole family vibe, if you know what I mean? Like that John and I were both just thinking of the positive things. So just wanted to say, if you're in the trenches, sometimes just picking out the good and sharing that can be a positive thought pattern. John 1 through 13. The Word became flesh. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things were made through him, and without him was not anything made that was made. Though already a famous director, John Ford joined the Navy during World War II and put together a unit of film crews to document much of the war. In June 19...
Europe became poorer. The Great Depression spread across the countries of Europe. One of the countries hardest hit by the Depression was Germany, and then hated back to the French and British governments. When the stock market crashed, the American banks that had lent money to...
While the kids are listening to Story of the World and doing their coloring pages, I just made an Ezekiel English muffin. I was getting kind of hungry mid-morning here, which is usually when I have like a real breakfast. And so I just made an English muffin with cream cheese, and I'm gonna sit down and eat this while the kids listen. And kids are taking a game break. We finished morning basket, finished history. What else have we finished? Everyone did math, handwriting.
Morning basket. I read my book.
You read your book? Yeah.
The thing that we listened to.
History.
And I did Play-Doh box.
You did your Play-Doh box. So the kids wanted to play a game together. I'm gonna make a coffee, and then Bella is going to do her YWAM work, and I'm going to do some 5 in a row with the 5 in a row with the boys and Annie, and then lunch and contributions in the garden with our cousins. Sound good?
But Mommy.
Oh, I just remembered. You guys all have some independent history work today for projects. I know, I just remembered. Your Thomas Edison book. What?
I like school.
You do? Great. Okay, kids are doing their Peter Rabbit art lesson today. I have them doing a carrot art tutorial from Let's Make Art on YouTube, the kids carrot tutorial. Annie wanted to paint too, so she's over here finger painting while I work on making lunch, and Bella is reading her Hero of History. She is doing Jim Elliot and Elizabeth Elliot right now.
Days without water along the sun-soaked road. We crossed over borders to get where we are, and it's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. I did it all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. Nights without sleeping 'cause you fear the night, and days without eating 'cause it ain't enough for two, and it's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you.
All right, we are off to the Botanical Garden. Everyone mostly got their chores done. And yep, my brother and my dad, and I think my mom is coming. They're already on their way. So we've got suits on and sunblock, and we are gonna go enjoy a nice South Florida March day.
It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. So you don't feel the cold, and it's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. I did it all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you.
All right, we got some Happy Meal. We just got home from the garden, and the kids are all grabbing a snack, and then they're going to do quiet time. In the beginning of their quiet time though, they are grabbing their Who Was book and reading one chapter, or their What Was book, so for their history projects. So Eli is doing Who Was Thomas Edison. Jesse is reading What Was Pearl Harbor and What Was D-Day. And Bella is reading What Was the Holocaust, because for their history projects, they're gonna be Thomas Edison, a World War II soldier, and Bella is going to be Corrie ten Boom. And that is what, this is actually exciting mail. So I've got my oils, and then I've got a couple of exciting things because I have a 20,000 subscriber celebration next week on my channel, and I have got quite a few giveaways. So the first pieces of the giveaway stuff have started to arrive, and then I've got my coffee, but this is my grandfather's World War II, or my grandfather's military records. My grandfather was, I guess, an officer, is that what you would call it, in the Marines during World War II, and Jesse is who, his name was Jesse. Jesse is named after my grandfather. Yes, ma'am? Sorry. So Jesse decided that he is going to be Grandpa Jesse during World War II. So my aunt has started sending me some of his photos and military records so that Jesse and I can start going through them. And then just for like in general to be a World War II soldier for our history night, I'm having Jesse read about all sorts of of the components of World War II. So he's gonna read Pearl Harbor, he's gonna read D-Day, and he's actually probably also going to read What Was the Holocaust. So he has the most work to do. Bella is reading the What Was the Holocaust, and she's also already read the YWAM Corrie ten Boom, and she's probably going to read The Hiding Place as well. They aren't doing their projects till mid-May, and this is the time of year where we really just like hone in on who their history character is, and they start making their boards and their essays. And for those of you who don't know, we do a Story of the World presentation every year with our friends for all the grandparents. So that is the happy mail for now. I am in shock. I was not expecting all of this. I don't know if she sent this as a surprise or if she, you know, just knew that I was expecting these, but I was not expecting that. I was only expecting the records. I'm so grateful that she sent all of this. I could cry. I was very close with my grandfather. My whole family, you know, really respected him. He really was, like it says here, a man of honor. And it's because of him that I've always had such a reverence for our military. And some of the stories that have been passed on of his, he became a believer because of a experience in Saipan and praying for to not lose anybody, and he didn't lose anybody. And I believe in that particular scenario, maybe something along the lines of like he was the only one who didn't lose any men that day or something, but that was the first time he ever prayed. And so we have a legacy of faith in my family as well because of his experience in the military. And so I just wasn't expecting all of this, and I am so grateful. And I know this will be very special for Jessie to have as well. All right, we didn't have much time to be home. Now we are heading out the door to take Bella to dance. I'm gonna come home and start on cooking dinner, maybe do a quick little workout. I'm on like a restricted workout schedule right now, so maybe like a 20-minute low impact on the Peloton, and some upper body strength, lightweight kind of thing. And then John is going to take the boys to karate, and then he'll pull dinner out of the oven and I'll go do pickup from dance and karate because everyone's done at the same time. And during the little 25-minute quiet time we managed to have, my kids had a little thing of Pringles each, a granola bar, a pear, and a yogurt. So we have entered the stage with older ones where they are eating us out of house and home, which is kind of funny, but it's only gonna get worse from here once it's summer and we're at the beach all the time because that makes everyone starving, so.
I'm just joking.
All right, snack break for me before I prep dinner and hop on the Peloton. All right, I literally only have 20 minutes. So I think I'm gonna do this one because I just searched which rides are 20 minutes and have weights because I don't have time to do any upper body work. This is not a low impact ride, but I'm gonna probably stay under the cadence anyway, but I really like Matt Wilper, so I'm gonna go for that one.
All right, about 15 seconds.
All right, I just got home. Looks like John did a good job pulling dinner out of the oven for me, and he and his dad are hanging out in the front yard with the kids for a little bit. John's been clearing out the garage. That's the reason I did pick up today instead of him, because we had some, I was saying we had some expected timelines of things pop up. We're having quite a few things done. That's pretty standard for us. We don't, when we like get an itch to do something, we tend to just do it all at once, and then we're like, why did we do this all at once? It happened in the fall. We had a bunch of summer projects. All the contractors became available in the fall for all the things at the same time, and we were like, sure. Same thing, things we've been mulling over. We got some estimates. We acted on some of the estimates like months apart. Everyone in the contracting world, my husband works in it too, knows, just because of the pandemic, there's so many manufacturing delays and things. And somehow things that we booked in November, things that we booked in January, and then another pipe dream we had talked about, everybody became available right now. So we're having our pool resurfaced, which is really exciting. That's a need, not a want. And then We're having new windows put in, although I did just get an email that that's being delayed again. We have paid for those in November and it's now gonna be June. But the real dream here, John's best friend is a plumber. He's very skilled, carpenter, all sorts of stuff. He and John together are going to be redoing our guest bath, and then while he's at it, he's going to be rerouting our plumbing from, I mean, we already rerouted our plumbing, but he's gonna be moving our washer dryer into the garage and our water heater. Coincidentally, John reached out to an AC company who he works with a lot. He uses them all the time on job sites, and they became available to move our AC. We're getting a new AC, new ductwork and everything, but we also are gonna be moving like our intake box, like the bulky part of it, into the garage as well. So everything from our utility room, which is a really good size, like I think it's 10 by 12, which is a great size for like a den or a small guest bedroom. All of the stuff that made it impossible is being moved out at the same time. And so one of the larger general contractors who John sometimes sees on job sites, and they work together often, he has a much larger crew than John. He is going to be, hopefully, maybe in a few months, because I think this is a lot at once, we're gonna dream up what we want that room to be, which I'm very excited about. All that to say, that was not even super necessary. I said all of that to say, John's clearing out the garage because his friend is coming over after work tomorrow to do like measurements, I think, and get a read on what needs to be done, what needs to be moved around for the washer dryer and everything to be moved. And then tomorrow I was gonna go to the beach. It's gonna be rainy anyway, but I did have to cancel because I am going to have to be moving like a bunch of our school storage stuff, like games and stuff like that, that's just on regular wire shelving out there. I'm gonna have to move that because he's gonna have to get into that wall there in a couple weeks. And so I may as well do it while he's coming to take measurements. I don't know what he's doing. This is John's world, not mine. All I know is I have to clean something because somebody's coming over tomorrow. So that's why I did pick up. John has a lot of stuff to do to prep, and now with that, we're gonna eat. Well, I'm gonna take a shower, then we're gonna eat.
Wow.
This is your World War II battleship? Mm-hmm. Where'd you see the picture of it?
On my book.
Oh, in the D-Day book?
No, the Pearl Harbor.
Oh, wow.
He was driving this giant ship.
It's pretty cool, buddy. Where'd you get the roller skates from?
Mikey!
From Mikey? He just walked them over?
We got it.
You just got it? Did he walk over, or did you walk over to his house?
We walked over to his house.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm just gonna pop those in the oven, and then dinner will be done. And you know what? I'm gonna call it quits here because I wanna get in pajamas after my shower. So, thank you for hanging out with me today. I've really enjoyed filming Day in the Lives lately. Nothing else is gonna happen tonight after dinner, Lord willing. We're just gonna hang out, normal evening. I think I have to submit, I do have to submit one Usborne order, and we're just gonna chill. John and I have been watching like Conquering Everest, I think it's called. It's just like a documentary about people climbing Mount Everest. It's making me very anxious. It's the worst thing to watch before bed. Like the low oxygen levels, woo, it freaks me out, but that's what we're watching right now. If you have any like really great like docu-series, we're not like super into dramas or anything, but if you have any great recommendations, leave those down below. We, like, the worst part of us turning the TV on is we spend 25 minutes looking for something and then we're like, meh, and then we don't watch anything. So we spend so much time searching, which is why we are watching like a documentary about Everest from 2006. And we drink like our peach tranquility tea and have our magnesium supplement, and we're just the best little senior citizen couple doing our little bedtime routine together and watching our documentary after the kids go to bed. But yeah, after dinner, baths, showers, everyone's gonna read. John and I will watch a show when everyone's in bed, and that's about it. We are not a very exciting group, but I like it that way. So anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Give this video a thumbs up if you like vlogs, and I will see you soon. Bye guys.